You stand there right now, in this moment, and I want you to feel the weight of the chains you've been dragging behind you, not the chains anyone else put on you. Those are easy. No, I'm talking about the chains that you forged. The beliefs, the excuses, the I can't, the I'm not enough, the voices that whisper in your ear when you're alone, tell you that it's too late, that you don't deserve more, that your dreams are too big for your life. And right here, right now, I want you to confront them. I want you to see them, not with shame, not with guilt, but with fire in your heart. Because those chains, they are not stronger than your will. They are not stronger than your hunger. They are not stronger than the truth of who you really are. Let me tell you something about belief. Belief is not a wish. Belief is not a hope. Belief is a chemical state, a neurological force that changes the very way you move, speak, and breathe. Belief is the engine behind massive action. And if your life is not where you want it to be, it's not because the world is holding you down. It's because your belief has been small, tiny, contained. You allowed yourself to think, to whisper, to wonder if you're worthy, if you're capable. And here's the secret. The moment you decide you are, you already have everything you need to break those chains. Not someday, not when the stars align. Now, every human being is terrified of pain and drawn toward pleasure. That is your wiring. But the difference between those who live small lives and those who explode onto the stage of destiny is this. They learn to redefine what they fear, and they learn to redefine the pleasure of breakthrough. They learn to endure what others avoid, to step into discomfort while everyone else retreats. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving through fear, knowing that on the other side is a life you were born to claim. Think about it. Look back at your life and measure the moments you played it safe. Every maybe you let die, every opportunity you declined, every dream you buried. Those were chains being wrapped tighter around your wrists, shackles made of hesitation and indecision. And here's the hard truth. No one can free you from those chains. No one can pull you out of the hole you dug for yourself. You must rise. You must explode upward with ferocity of a person who refuses to accept mediocrity. Identity is where the revolution begins. Most people wander through life believing their identity is fixed. I am this, they say. I cannot change that. But let me tell you, identity is the most flexible muscle you possess. Every choice you make is a statement about who you are. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind is a vote for the person you will become. And here's the thing. If you are not satisfied with your results, the solution is not more information, more luck, or better timing. It is identity. Who do you decide to be today, this hour, this minute? When you change your identity, your actions, your standards, your relationships, your life, it all changes. Purpose is the fuel that will burn those chains into ash. Without purpose, discipline is a chore. Without purpose, sacrifice feels like suffering. Without purpose, the world will devour your potential and spit it out as regret. But when you are aligned with your purpose, every challenge becomes a stepping stone. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every sleepless night becomes a crucible forging you into someone who is unstoppable. Hunger is not just a desire. It is a roaring fire that cannot be ignored. And if you allow it to guide you, it will carry you past obstacles that seem insurmountable. Now let's talk about action. Massive, uncompromising, relentless action. Too many people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunity, the perfect support. But life does not hand out perfection. Life will not wait while you debate, procrastinate, or hope. You must leap. You must move. And you must be willing to stumble, to fail, to fall. Because failure is not the enemy. It is a teacher that shows you exactly where the chains still hold. Resilience is the muscle you build by enduring what others flee from. Emotional mastery is the weapon that allows you to control your mind instead of letting your mind control you. And here's the irony. You will never know your strength until you have been pushed to the brink, until the fire of adversity threatens to consume you. You will not recognize the inferno that burns inside. And when you finally rise, when you finally harness that energy, when you finally break the chains, you will look back and realize that every trial, every heartbreak, every moment of despair was exactly what forged you into the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. Contribution is the final, most potent fuel of all. You can break chains for yourself Yes, but true power, true liberation, comes when your freedom allows others to rise. When you realize that your success is meaningless unless it elevates the lives of others, your energy multiplies, your vision expands, your courage becomes unshakable. The chains that held you back will be nothing compared to the chains you can help others break. And in that moment, when you are lifting lives as you rise, you step into the kind of legacy that echoes long after your own journey ends. The question is simple. Are you ready? Are you willing to confront every fear, to challenge every belief, to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself, to ignite the fire in your heart so fiercely that nothing, no doubt, no setback, no critic, no circumstance can extinguish it? Are you ready to claim the identity of the person who always wins? Not because life is fair, but because you are relentless, because you are strategic, because you are a warrior with a mission that cannot be denied. You are standing on the edge of the life you've been dreaming about. Right here, right now, not tomorrow, not next week. This is your moment. This is your choice. Break the chains. Rip them apart. Feel the freedom surge through your veins like a river of fire. And as you rise, as you step into fullness of your power, remember this. There is no ceiling. There is no limit. There is only the life you decide to claim and the world you are willing to conquer. Now, I want you to feel the weight of every excuse you've ever made. Every time you told yourself, I don't have time, I don't have resources, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not smart enough, I'll start tomorrow. Every one of those excuses is a chain, a lock, a cage keeping you from the greatness you were born to claim. And here's the brutal truth. The only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is a decision to stop waiting. Stop asking for permission. Stop blaming the circumstances. Stop letting your past dictate your future. Because the moment you decide, the moment you take full responsibility, the moment you ignite your focus and your hunger, everything else bends to your will. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is love for yourself in action. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. And the beauty of discipline is that it compounds. Every choice you make to honor your vision, every decision to act when others hesitate, every sacrifice you make today multiplies into momentum tomorrow. Momentum is power. Momentum is unstoppable. And once you feel it coursing through your veins, you will understand why the chains that once bound you now crumble at the touch of your determination. Courage is not optional. Courage is not a gift. Courage is forged. It is forged in the fire of adversity, in the pressure of impossibility, in the moments where everyone else would quit. Courage is saying, I will move forward even though I'm scared. I will take the risk even though the outcome is uncertain. I will rise even though I have fallen before. And here's the magnificent truth. Courage breeds confidence. Confidence breeds action. Action produces results. And results shatter the illusions that once held you prisoner. Let me tell you something about hunger. Real hunger is not about food. It is not about desire alone. Hunger is a deep, relentless drive that refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Hunger is waking up every morning with fire in your chest, with a vision that won't let you sleep, with a voice inside that screams, I will not be ordinary. I will not settle. I will not fail. Hunger is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the spectators from the champions, the lost from the legends. And the moment you cultivate hunger, the chains of complacency, fear, and doubt begin to burn in the furnace of your resolve. Action without emotion is meaningless, and emotion without direction is chaos. That's why emotional mastery is essential. You must learn to control your inner state, to dominate your mind, to harness your feelings like a conductor wields a symphony, because your emotions are the engine of your life. When you are in peak emotional state, when you are energized, focused, determined, unstoppable, you activate a power inside that can move mountains, overcome any obstacle, and demolish every limitation that has ever been whispered to you. Resilience is the bridge between failure and triumph. Life will test you. Life will push. Life will break you if you let it. But the strongest among us, the ones who achieve the impossible, are those who rise again and again, refusing to surrender to circumstance, refusing to bow to fear, refusing to quit until they have claimed victory. Every setback is a signal. Every heartbreak is a lesson. Every no you encounter is an invitation to rise stronger, to fight harder, to break the chains even further. You must understand this. The chains are never just external. The chains are in your mind. The chains are in your stories. The chains are in the limits you accept as truth. And when you recognize that, when you confront that, when you stare into the abyss of your own limitations and say, not today, not anymore, I am more than this, you ignite a transformation that no circumstance can undo. You step into power that no one can take away. You rise into a life where fear, doubt, and hesitation are powerless against your vision, your action, your determination. And let's talk about contribution, because this is where the circle closes, where your liberation becomes limitless. You are not meant to rise alone. The chains you break for yourself are powerful, yes, but the chains you help others break are exponential. When you elevate, inspire, and lift those around you, your energy multiplies, your influence grows, and your impact becomes eternal. Your freedom becomes a beacon, a lighthouse guiding others through the storm, showing them that if you can rise, they can rise too. That is power. That is purpose. That is the ultimate victory. Now, I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the surge of possibility in your chest. I want you to hear the whisper of destiny calling your name. It is saying, rise, act, break free, claim your power, live the life you were meant to live. And here's the final, unshakable truth. The chains holding you back are only as strong as your willingness to let them define you. They have no power without your consent. The moment you refuse to be imprisoned by fear, doubt, or limitation, the moment you choose to step forward with audacity, with courage, with relentless action, the moment you claim your identity as a warrior of your own life, you will explode into freedom. Your breakthrough is not coming tomorrow. It is not waiting for permission. It is not hiding behind someone else's approval. It is here, right now, inside of you, screaming to be unleashed. And when you unleash it, when you tear the chains from your wrists, when you step into fire of your own potential, you'll feel a force unlike anything you have ever known, a force that cannot be stopped, a force that will carry you through adversity, a force that will transform every moment of your life into victory, purpose, and fulfillment. Now, I want you to feel the fire blazing inside you. Can you feel it? That raw, untamed force that's been waiting for you to claim it? That power, that energy, that hunger. It is not an accident. It is your life calling you to rise, to demand more, to shatter every limitation that has whispered lies in your ear. And here's the truth. The moment you decide to rise, the world will begin to bend. Not because it owes you anything, not because the odds are in your favor, but because when you move with relentless focus, with unstoppable action, with a heart on fire for your destiny, the universe cannot resist your momentum. Listen carefully. You are not here to tiptoe through life. You are not here to play small, to settle, to shrink back into comfort. You are here to dominate your reality, to crush mediocrity, to rise so high that everything that once held you down feels like nothing. And it all begins with one choice. A choice to break the chains, a choice to redefine who you are, a choice to claim the power that has always been within you. There is no shortcut. There is no magic formula. There is only discipline, courage, and relentless, uncompromising action. You will fall. You will fail. You will face moments where the world seems stacked against you, where every cell in your body screams to quit. And in those moments, you will discover the truth. Your strength is forged in the fire of struggle. Your resilience is sculpted by adversity. Your greatness is revealed when nothing else remains but your unyielding will. You see, most people are afraid of their own power. They are afraid of what it will take to rise, afraid of the responsibility of freedom, afraid of what happens when they step fully into their destiny. But you're not most people. You are the one who says, enough. You are the one who refuses to be limited by history, circumstance, or fear. You are the one who will rise, again and again, until the chains that bound you are nothing more than ashes scattered behind you. And here's the ultimate truth. The life you've been dreaming of, the impact you've been longing to make, the person you've been destined to become, they are not waiting for permission. They are waiting for you to claim them with courage, with focus, with relentless hunger. They are waiting for you to rise so high, to push so hard, to move with such intensity that the very world has no choice but to acknowledge your power. Feel that energy coursing through your veins. Can you feel it? That is the energy of transformation. That is the energy of a human being who refuses to be limited. That is the energy of someone who has looked fear in the eye, stared down doubt, ripped the chains off their wrists, and said, I am here. I am unstoppable. I am a force that will change everything. And when you step fully into that energy, nothing can stop you. This is the moment, not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions are perfect. This is your time, right now. And I want you to feel it deep in your bones. The chains are breaking. Every fear, every limitation, every I can't is being ripped apart by the sheer force of your will. You are rising. You are claiming. You are transforming. And in this moment, you are no longer the person who was held back. You are the person who commands your destiny, who lives without compromise, who moves with purpose, passion, and unstoppable power. And when you rise, when you break through, when you claim the life you've been dreaming of, you do more than transform yourself. You become a beacon for others. You show them that the chains they wear are illusions. You show them that freedom, greatness, and power are not reserved for the chosen few. They are earned, they are claimed, they are fought for, and they are possible. Every life you touch multiplies your impact. Every soul you inspire amplifies your purpose. Every victory you claim becomes a legacy that cannot be erased. So I ask you now, with all the fire in my soul, will you rise? Will you take the chains that bound you and smash them into pieces? Will you step into the fullness of your power and refuse to settle for anything less than extraordinary? Will you move with courage when others hesitate, act with hunger when others stall, and live with purpose when others drift? This is your life. This is your destiny. This is the moment you were born for. And as you rise, as you roar, as you claim your power, know this: the chains are gone, the fear is gone, the doubt is gone. You are unstoppable. You are a force of nature. You are a human being who has looked life in the eye and said, I will not be limited. I will not be held back. I will not be denied. And in that moment, the world bends, the universe aligns, and your life explodes into possibility, greatness, and freedom beyond anything you ever imagined. So rise. Rise like the firestorm you were born to be. Break every chain. Claim every dream. Lie with courage. Act with hunger. And create a life so powerful, so extraordinary, that nothing, and I mean nothing, can ever take it from you. This is your moment. This is your destiny. This is your life. Unleashed, unstoppable, unbound. And now, I want you to feel it deep inside your chest, the raw, unrelenting energy of transformation. This is not a polite suggestion. This is not a gentle nudge. This is a call to arms for your life, a fire roaring inside you that refuses to be ignored. Do you hear it? That trembling in your soul? That vibration in your being that whispers, I am meant for more. I am meant to rise. I am meant to conquer. That, my friend, is your destiny knocking. And I'm telling you, you cannot leave it unanswered. Not today. Not ever. You've been lied to. You've been told that the world has limits for you, that the rules are fixed, that your life is a sum of circumstances, luck, and other people's choices. That is a lie. Every chain, every restriction, every you can't exists only in your mind until you decide it does not. And the moment you choose to step forward, to act, to unleash the power within you, everything changes. Suddenly, what was impossible becomes inevitable. Suddenly, the mountain you thought too high becomes a step on your path. Suddenly, the chains vanish, not because the world surrendered, but because you refuse to be held. Picture it. Picture your life without limits. Every fear burned away, every doubt annihilated, every belief that ever held you down replaced with certainty, with power, with unshakable resolve. You are moving through life like a hurricane of purpose, discipline, and courage. Every decision you make is a statement. Every action is a declaration. Every breath you take carries the weight of a human being who refuses to shrink, who refuses to settle, who refuses to apologize for their fire. That is a life waiting for you, right now, if you dare to seize it. And yes, the journey will be brutal. You will face storms. You will face days where your energy wanes, where the fear wants to crawl back in, where the temptation to quit sings sweetly in your ear. And I will tell you this, that is exactly when you must rise the highest. When everything screams, give up, you roar, I will not. When everything tempts you to retreat, you surge forward. When everything looks impossible, you move anyway, because that is the moment that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, the defeated from the victorious, the lost from the legendary. Your breakthrough is screaming at you. Can you hear it? Can you feel the chains breaking as you make this choice? Every I can't cracking. Every not enough shattering. Every maybe later exploding into action. You are no longer waiting. You are no longer hesitating. You are no longer allowing fear, doubt, or history to define your future. You are alive. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. You are the human being you were born to be. And as you rise, remember this. Power without purpose is hollow. Strength without contribution is empty. Freedom without impact is meaningless. The chains you break for yourself are magnificent, but the chains you help others break will echo forever. Every life you touch, every soul you inspire, every hand you lift changes the trajectory of not just your life, but the world. That is legacy. That is immortality. That is the gift of a life fully unleashed. Now, feel it coursing through your veins. Feel the courage igniting your every nerve. Feel the hunger driving you forward with relentless intensity. Feel the fire of purpose consuming every trace of doubt, hesitation, and limitation. You are rising, and nothing can stop you. You are breaking the chains of fear, breaking the chains of doubt, breaking the chains of limitation. You are stepping into the highest version of yourself. The version that is unstoppable, the version that is unbreakable, the version that will leave a mark on this world that cannot be erased. This is the moment, right here, right now. Every second you hesitate is a second wasted, a chain that tightens, a life unlived. But you are not hesitating. You are not shrinking. You are roaring. You are exploding. You are alive in the purest, most powerful way imaginable. And the life you were dreaming of is not somewhere over the horizon. It is here. It is now. It is yours if you seize it with every fiber of your being. So I say to you now, rise. Rise like the firestorm you were born to be. Tear the chains from your wrists. Burn the fears in your heart. Shatter every limitation that has dared to speak your name. Step fully into your power, your purpose, your destiny, and declare to the world that you will not be denied. You will not be stopped. You will not settle for anything less than the extraordinary. And when you do, when you do, you will look back on the person you were, the chains you carried, the doubts you wrestled with, and you will laugh because you are no longer that person. You are a force of nature. You are a human being who has mastered fear, who has conquered doubt, who has unleashed every ounce of potential within. You are unstoppable. You are unshakable. You are free, and the world, every part of it, will bend before the magnitude of your life, your vision, your courage, and your relentless, unyielding power. Rise, break the chains, live your destiny. Be the unstoppable force you were born to be. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind tearing at your clothes, the sky above alive with storms and lightning, the earth below nothing but shadow and uncertainty. Most people freeze at the edge. Most people step back and whisper, I can't. I'm not ready. I'll wait for safer ground. But not you. You feel the surge inside of you, the electric fire in your veins, the undeniable pull of destiny. And you realize something extraordinary. The fall is not your enemy. The fall is your invitation to rise. The fall is the very force that will propel you into a life you once thought impossible. The chains around your ankles are screaming to be shattered, and you, yes, you, are the one who can break them. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who spent his entire life believing he was ordinary. He worked a job that drained him, lived a life that dulled him, and whispered every night to himself that he wasn't enough. But one day, something inside him snapped. He looked at the reflection in the mirror and realized that the only thing holding him back was the story he had been telling himself. That very moment, he decided to step into courage. He decided to defy fear. And as he moved forward, chain by chain, limitation by limitation, He discovered the raw, unstoppable power that had been inside him all along. Today, that man is unrecognizable, not because life changed for him, but because he changed for life. And you can do the same starting right now. Your mind is a battlefield, and every belief you hold is a soldier. Some are loyal, some are traitors, some are afraid. And right now, the battle for your life is raging inside. Fear is shouting, doubt is screaming, complacency is seducing. But here's the strategic truth. You are the general. You are the commander. You decide which thoughts, which beliefs, which emotions march forward, and which ones you crush beneath your boots. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not at the mercy of luck. You are a master of your mind, a sculptor of your destiny, a warrior in the truest sense of the word. And when you take command, the chains around you do not stand a chance. Think about your identity. Who do you believe you are? Who have you allowed yourself to be? Most people live in the prison of identity they never chose. They wake up every day, acting like the past defines them, like mistakes define them, like others' opinions define them. But you are different. You are the one who declares, I am not my past. I am not my mistakes. I am not the fear that haunted me. I am a force of creation, a being of power, a dynamo of possibility. And when you embrace this truth, every action you take, every decision you make, every step you walk becomes a hammer striking against the chains that once held you down. Courage is not something you are given. Courage is not something you are born with. Courage is earned in the arena of your life. It is forged when you stand in the face of what terrifies you and say, I will do it anyway. Courage is what turns ordinary people into legends. Courage is what transforms pain into power. Courage is what allows you to rise again when the world tells you to stay down. And here's the fire of truth. The more courage you summon, the bigger your life becomes, the louder your impact echoes, the brighter your legacy burns. Let's talk about hunger. Real hunger is the fuel of transformation. Real hunger is not a fleeting desire. It is a relentless drive that gnaws at your bones until you move, until you act, until you claim what is yours. Hunger will not let you sleep comfortably while mediocrity whispers in your ear. Hunger will not let you ignore your calling. Hunger is what makes a human being unstoppable, because when desire becomes so strong that inaction feels impossible, then you move with the force of a hurricane, breaking everything in your path. Resilience is the bridge between the life you are living and the life you were born to claim. Every setback, every heartbreak, every no you hear is not a wall. It is a ladder. Every struggle is a rung. Every pain is an invitation to rise higher. And here's the distinction between those who succeed and those who fail. Those who succeed get knocked down the same number of times, feel the same fear, encounter the same storms, but they rise harder, they rise stronger, they rise smarter, and each rise smashes a link of the chain until the chains that once bound them are gone forever. You must understand the gravity of this moment. This is not a pep talk. This is not feel-good fluff. This is a summons to war, for your life, for your freedom, for your destiny. Everything you've been waiting for, everything you've been hoping for, everything you've dreamed of, it is behind the chains you are about to break. And the only way to claim it is to step forward, to act, to rise, to move with relentless, unstoppable force. And when you do, when you finally tear free, when you finally step fully into the person you were meant to be, the transformation is instantaneous. The doubts that plagued you, gone. The fears that haunted you, gone. The limitations that defined you, gone. In their place is clarity, power, purpose, and an unshakable belief in your own potential. You are not a victim. You are a creator. You are not limited. You are infinite. You are not small. You are a force of nature, and the world is about to feel the impact of your rise. And now rise. Rise like the storm you were born to be. Feel the fire in your chest, the electricity in your veins, the unstoppable force that has been waiting for this very moment. The chains that held you, the doubts, the fears, the I can't, they are crumbling beneath your feet. Every step you take is a declaration. I am free. I am powerful. I am alive. Hear me. Hear the roar inside you. That is not just energy. It is destiny calling your name. That is not just desire. It is a force that will carry you through every obstacle, past every no, beyond every limit. You are not small. You are not weak. You are not ordinary. You are a force of nature. You are the storm, the fire, the power, the courage, the unstoppable human being who refuses to be chained, who refuses to settle, who refuses to be denied. And when you step forward, when you move with relentless action, when you live with hunger, purpose, and audacious courage, you will look back at the person you were and smile, because you have become unrecognizable to limitation itself. Every chain broken is proof of your strength. Every fear conquered is proof of your power. Every dream realized is proof that there is no ceiling, no boundary, no force on earth that can stop you when you decide, right now, that your life will be extraordinary. So rise, step into your destiny, claim your power, live without compromise. Let the world witness the explosion of a human being who refused to be held back, who refused to be defined by fear, and who refused to settle for anything less than greatness. Your life is your decoration. Your freedom is your gift. Your destiny is your fire. And from this moment forward, nothing will ever be able to hold you down again. Break the chains. Roar your power. Live your legend. Now, the chains are gone. The fire is alive. The human being standing here is unstoppable. This is your life, your moment, your rise.